Sister Wives, why wasn't Meri Brown trusted with Coyote Pass? Sister Wives Season 19 has discussed how Meri Brown got the short end of the stick when Cody Brown was dividing up Coyote Pass. Mainly, it was a big source of contention that she couldn't have certain plots. When Cristin Brown Woolley sold her portion, Meri had a much smaller legal claim to the land. What was the reason Janelle, Cristin, Robin, and Cody Brown didn't trust Meri with Coyote Pass? Sister Wives discusses tricky situations. During Sister Wives Season 19, the legal divorce between Cody and Meri Brown was a big discussion. For instance, it brought out that Cristin Brown Woolley believed Robin had been plotting a takeover for years. Likewise, it showed Janelle Brown's confusion with Meri abandoning the legal wife position. Admittedly, Janelle thought Meri was trustworthy enough to fairly care for her, Cristin, and Robin in the event something happened to Cody. However, she also showed her cards when she wasn't sure Robin would be as trustworthy. But fans remember that Meri's section of land with Coyote Pass was a sore subject because of the lack of trust from her sister wives. Undoubtedly, Coyote Pass was a tricky situation with many factors, but Meri didn't exactly get a good deal in the end. Why wasn't Meri Brown trusted with Coyote Pass? In the latest episode, Cody Brown admits they all rewrite the past. With that in mind, was Meri Brown trustworthy or not? On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss how Meri was trustworthy in some matters, but not with Coyote Pass. First, a user says, Meri was trusted enough to be the legal wife, but not to have the pond on CPE. Then, they claim, another rewriting of history. The family was awk with Meri having the legal wife title, because they thought she would be fair if I am remembering Janelle correctly, but not awk with having the pond access only on her Coyote Pass lot. Of course, a legal title could cause so much more damage to the family's assets than sometimes not allowing people to access a pond. The characters all seem to rewrite history, but let's not forget. Distrust and uncertainty were ingrained in these relationships, perhaps from the start. But who can blame them? Another fan explains, these are two very different things. She's absolutely on board with income and non-tangible resources being split evenly among the wives. When it comes to actually sharing physical space, for the most part, she wants her own private space. She will share her space on her terms, by invitation only. She's the type that would most likely not want a bunch of screaming kids in her backyard every day. She's not the type that can go with the flow of non-stop chaos of kids everywhere, in and out, touching her stuff on her property. Meri Brown had many rules. But some Sister Wives fans remember that Meri Brown didn't want Cristin and Janelle Brown to use her entrance to the house in Leahy, UT. Believed that Meri and Cody's bedroom was next to the hallway the kids used, so that could be an issue with noise, privacy, and when she had to be at work. Looking at photos of the back of the house, it wasn't far from Janelle's to Cristin's. That's a good explanation. I suspect their apprehension with the pond goes back to not letting Janelle's kids go through her section of the house to get to Cristin's in the basement. Her sister wives lost faith in her over time. Seemingly, Sister Wives points out that Meri Brown was far more trustworthy as a legal wife than Robin was in Cristin and Janelle's eyes. However, there were trust issues nonetheless. I think the loss of trust stems from the catfishing and then Meri choosing to buy the B&B. She sort of did it to herself, because after the cat is hanged, she kept talking about how one day she might just get up and leave. The original poster adds, I think this is a great point. I felt like Janelle was rewriting history, and said that to shame Robin in recent episodes, but the catfishing did happen in between the events, so the retelling could actually be true. It's interesting that whatever issues existed because Meri, Janelle, and Cristin, that both Janelle and Cristin knew that Meri would be fair. Meri wasn't money hungry and was committed to the entire family. So they knew that if something happened to Cody, that Meri would do the right thing by all of them. Janelle, especially, was concerned about the dynamic changing when Robin became the legal wife. She was concerned about Cody and Robin riding off into the sunset together. Meri Brown's journey within the Brown family has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, and the saga of Coyote Pass is no exception. For fans of Sister Wives, the expansive plot of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, has become a symbol of hope, discord, and unrealized dreams. While the family's collective vision for Coyote Pass was to create a sanctuary where all the Browns could coexist in harmony, the cracks in their relationships have cast long shadows over that dream. Among the many complexities, one question lingers. Why wasn't Meri Brown trusted with Coyote Pass? To understand the mistrust surrounding Meri's role in Coyote Pass, one must delve into the family's dynamics. As Cody Brown's first wife, Meri held a unique position in the family's early years. She was instrumental in establishing the polygamous family unit, but over time, her relationships with Cody and the other sister wives became strained. The dissolution of her spiritual marriage to Cody and the infamous catfishing scandal left scars that never fully healed. These events created a perception, fairly or unfairly, that Meri was no longer fully aligned with the family's collective goals. The weight of history. Meri's relationship with Cody had been deteriorating for years before the family's move to Flagstaff. What began as a strong partnership eventually devolved into a distant and often tense dynamic. Cody's statements about their relationship painted a bleak picture. He frequently questioned Meri's loyalty and accused her of being difficult to connect with. This emotional distance likely played a significant role in the family's reluctance to entrust her with a leadership role in Coyote Pass. Beyond her relationship with Cody, Meri's interactions with the other sister wives were also fraught with tension. Cristin, Janelle, and Robin often appeared to form a more cohesive unit, leaving Meri on the outside. Her perceived isolation may have influenced the family's collective decision-making, including the management of Coyote Pass. If Meri was seen as a less integral part of the group, it's not surprising that her voice carried less weight in decisions about the property. Financial considerations. Another factor that cannot be ignored is the financial aspect of Coyote Pass. Purchasing and developing the land was a monumental undertaking that required careful planning and significant resources. While Meri has been successful in her own ventures, including her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, there were ongoing questions about how much she was willing or able to contribute financially to the Coyote Pass project. Janelle and Cristin's involvement in the family's finances has often been portrayed as more hands-on, while Robin has been Cody's confidant and partner in making key financial decisions. Meri's more independent financial endeavors may have been viewed as a lack of commitment to the collective goal of building on Coyote Pass. This perception, whether accurate or not, could have fueled mistrust. The catfishing fallout. It's impossible to discuss Meri's standing within the family without addressing the catfishing scandal that rocked the Browns years earlier. Meri's emotional affair with a person she believed to be a man but who turned out to be a woman posing online was a deeply personal and public betrayal. While Meri has expressed regret and a desire to move forward, the scandal left a lasting impact on her relationships within the family. Cody's trust in Meri was deeply shaken, and the other sister wives appeared to struggle with how to move past the incident. In a family dynamic where trust and unity are paramount, this breach likely contributed to the hesitancy to give Meri significant responsibilities or decision-making power regarding Coyote Pass. The lingering doubts about her commitment to the family's vision may have been too substantial to overlook. Meri's independent spirit. Meri's personality and approach to life have also set her apart from the rest of the family. Over the years, she has demonstrated a strong independent streak, often pursuing her own interests and ventures outside the family's collective goals. While this independence is admirable, it may have created a perception that Meri was not as invested in the Coyote Pass dream as her sister wives. In contrast, Janelle and Cristin, at least during the earlier years of the Coyote Pass saga, expressed a strong desire to make the shared property a reality. Robin, as Cody's legal wife and closest confidant, was deeply involved in the planning and decision-making process. Meri's focus on her bed and breakfast and other personal pursuits may have unintentionally signaled to the family that her priorities lay elsewhere.